Hey guys, my name is Adi and welcome to another programming afternoon. If you search this address on your browser, you will face to this beautiful dynamic website. In this video, in 3 genius steps, you will be able to create your own website for free. You don't even need to pay for domain or host, and even the tutorial is free. If you're a programmer, this is one of those projects that you will experience lots of things and it could be part of your portfolio. If you're not a programmer, it's fine. You can follow the instructions with me and customize your website the way you want, and at the end we will deploy the website on the internet, so enjoy the way. So without any further ado, let's get to the business. So at the first step, we're gonna create a new folder. I'm gonna call it website. And in the next step, we need a template. I have my own template right here, but let me show you how to download your own template. So you have to come to Google and search for this website, freecss.com. In here, as you can see in this section, free CSS templates, you can see that there is tons of templates right here, but if you want to have my template, you can come here and search for universe, and if you search, you can see that this is the template I'm using, so you can download it from here. By the way, I will put the link into the description or maybe in the comment section, so you can have access to this website from there. So without any hesitate, let's just extract our template right here. This is my template. Let's open it. As you can see, there is some files. So this is index.html and this is our homepage, the homepage of our website. And these HTML files, they are other pages of our website. So what should we have to do is we need to just delete this gz and also this map files. We don't need them. And there's also a folder here and some pictures inside, so these are assets of our website and you will understand how it works soonly. So now we need to take the universe and drag it into Visual Studio Code. So as you can see, we have all files right here. And in the next step, we need to create a new folder. So I'm going to create it from here. We need to name it templates. It's really important to name it as the same I did. So when you named it template, the next thing you have to do is just to drag every HTML file into templates folder. And now let's create a new file. We should name it app.py. Alright guys, listen up. If you name your file app.py, it's really better because suddenly we're gonna start using Flask in the future steps. You're not gonna get any issues. So in the next step, we need to just drag these files into assets. But something important is this is CSS file and this is also JS file. So I'm going to click on assets folder and then I'm going to click on new folder. I should create a new folder. I'm going to call it CSS, and also we need a JS too. And now when we created JS and CSS file, we need to drag CSS file into CSS folder and also JS file into JS folder, so our application can detect our CSS and JS file and can run the codes easily. And also one important thing is we need to change the asset name into static, because when we use the Flask, it's important to name your asset file to statics, it will detect the file inside and it will be able to use them. And now let's get back to app.py and just use this code right here. By the way, I will upload all the project into my GitHub account so you can have access to all the codes, but soonly I will explain what is happening in this codes. When you write the code into your app.py, the next thing you have to do is just to run your app.py file just to create a terminal. And now in here, we have to create a virtual environment. And I will tell you why should we have a virtual environment in the final steps of this project. So for now, let's just create a virtual environment. We need to write python-env.env. So it will create a virtual environment. As you can see, there is a new folder right here and there are some items inside. So anyways, there are also an alert right here that tells me to use the virtual environment in my workspace. So I'm gonna click on yes. And if I kill my terminal and run my terminal again, you can see that there is a VNV right here comes up or shows up. But before that, I'm going to tell you that if you didn't get this notification right here, you can come to very bottom right here and click on this section. And as you can see, there is also VNV right here. So you can select it from this section. And now, as you can see, our program doesn't have a Flask library, so we have to install our Flask. But before that, let's just kill this terminal and run that again. And as you can see, there is VNV comes up to my face. So anyways, let's just install the Flask and get to the coding. So we have to write pip3 install Flask, I think. So as you can see, it's installing and it's successfully installed. Everything is fine. And it also detects the Flask library for me. I'm gonna also remove this import. I don't think we need it. So this code right here is trying to navigate our website. Let me show you what I mean. We have our entire files, like all the HTMLs right here, but we still didn't saw our website. Still, we didn't how it looks. So in the next step, we have to run our Flask application because we installed the Flask. We are using the Flask, right? We are directing our files to see how it works. So in the next step, to run the Flask, we have to write Flask run, right? But there is something important. If you only just run Flask run, if you change your website, for example, if you change your code, you have to save it. And also, but if you add a --debug and run, then as you can see, there is a debug mode on. So if I change my code and press Ctrl S to save it, then I head back to my website and refresh, then I will see that I can immediately change my website right at the moment. So let me explain what is happening here. It says press Ctrl C to quiet. If I press Ctrl C right now, it will close my Flask web application, right? So just look at that, it happened. But let's run that again, Flask run --debug. How I can open my website? It's really easy. Just hold the control on your computer and just click on this URL. This URL is your local host. So For now, we are running our website in our local host, in our computer. Then after we finished our website, then we will upload it into a host so we can have access to it throughout the internet. So let's just click on this. And as you can see, this is our website and it looks really amazing. So what is the problem? The problem is we have to get back to our files. The problem is that we have our own website right here, right? So if I click on home, as you can see, I'm in index.html. If I click on works, the work page is open, about me is working, contact is working, and also components are working. Every page of my website is working. And why I have access to every page of the website? Because of this section of my code, right? So this is the usage of this code. And now let's see what is the problem that my website is so ugly. So the problem is our website didn't detect the JS and CSS file. So I'm gonna head back to my index.html. So the problem is from here, because if I open my static folder, and I can see that I have CSS and JS file, right? So everything is fine here. And if I open my index.html, which is my first page of my website, I can see that there are some href codes that inside of it, it's still assets. This static right here was assets, but we changed it to static. Do you remember? So what we're gonna do is to press Ctrl H. As you can see in the find section, we have to write /assets, and all the assets codes are highlighted in my code. So in the replace section, we have to write /static, because my folder name is static, so it's referring to assets which doesn't exist. But static, let's just make it exist. So I'm gonna press enter. I'm gonna press enter again, and one more time, and all of them is fixed, right? Before everything, let's just Control S to save it and head back to my website. I'm gonna click on the refresh, and as you can see, my website is a little bit changed, but it's not really look what it is. So what is the next problem you need to know? The next problem is let me explain. We fixed the icon, we fixed the favicon, we actually tried to fix the images of our website, right? But we actually didn't fix the CSS and also because CSS and JS makes your site beautiful, makes them active, right? So if I press Ctrl F to search, and we need to search for CSS. So as you can see, we found one, and this is the only one CSS right here. So there is a problem, and the problem is we have to, after dot, we have add a /static, because our CSS file is inside static, right? And after static, we have to navigate to CSS, so /CSS, and we are in CSS folder, and we have access to main, right, which is here. So you might ask me that what is this dot right here? This dot means that current directory. So what is the current directory? Let me explain. The current directory is the folder we are in it, right? This is the universe, and all the folders are inside of it. So dot means universe, and after universe, we are reached the static, and after static, we are gonna go into CSS, which is right here, and after CSS, we are going to main file, right? So this is our main. So this is how it is directing to the file. And also at the next step, we have to find the JS file. So we searched for JS, we found one. And also we need to do the same thing for this one. So I'm gonna write slash static and slash JS this time, because we are directing to the JS file. So the JS file is inside of JS folder, and JS folder is inside of static, right? So now let's hit the Control S to save all the codes, and let's get back to our website. And now refresh, and boom, look at this beautiful dynamic website that we got. It is really beautiful and amazing. So now let's go change the other pages. I'm gonna click on home page, and everything is look cool. Now let's open the works. Wow, this is the same problem. So we need to change the works. Remember, there is an S right here, right? So we need to open the works. So I opened the works, and as you can see, it has the same issue as the last page we changed. So we have to repeat the same things, but I'm gonna use a faster way. I'm gonna use a shortcut. So I'm gonna use ChatGPT to change my whole files so faster. So I copy all the codes, and I'm gonna open my GPT. I use Cider. I'm gonna give it the code, and I will say, also let me take a screenshot from this place so it can detect my folder directories. So let me take a screenshot. Now let's just upload our picture to GPT, and now I would say, please change href directories to href directories from assets to static, and also change and also fix the directory of JS and CSS files. Make sure you will not add any code to my codes. So let's see what happens. So as you can see, the code is not complete. So I'm going to tell it the code is not complete. It will say apologize, and this time it will complete the code. All right, it's finished. Now we can copy the code and paste it in our program. But before that, I'm gonna change the code manually to see how it looks. So let me fix it. Again, I'm gonna use I'm gonna save it and just get back to website and hit the refresh. And wow, This looks amazing. I really like it. So for now, let's just get back to our ChatGPT code and copy it, paste it right here, Control S, and let's see what is the difference. So actually there is no difference, right? And it really worked. So I'm going to use ChatGPT for every page. It will make me to change every page faster. So let's get back to about me. I'm going to copy a whole code and paste it right here. And I say do the same for this also. Now let's copy the code, paste it here and save it. Let's get back to website, hit the refresh button, and as you can see, everything is fine. Let me change the contact also. I'm gonna copy this and paste it right here. I press Control S. Let's check out. Did it change? Yes. So everything is fine. We don't need to have a component section, and also there is a problem right here. Let me check out. This is fine. There's a problem right here. We need to change it to 3, and also we need to change this to 4, right? So let's get back to about. Let's press Control F and search for 3. Actually, we need to search for 1. My bad. So make this 3 and this is fixed. So let's fix the contact section. By the way, I'm sorry if I had bad pronunciation. My main language is not English. And also my grammar, oh my god. So everything is good right now. So in the next step, I'm gonna remove the component from every page. And also I'm gonna remove this text box section. I don't want the people contact me through the website. I just put my social medias or contacting ways right here as a text, because if I enable contacting through the website, it will make the video too long. So if you guys really want to know how it works, how to make this enable, just comment down below and I will do it in the upcoming videos. So let's just remove the components. So get back here and we're gonna open our index file. You search for components. And now let's just click right here and push Control/ so we can make it comment. Press Control S. Let's head back to the website and press Control R to refresh. And as you can see, we have no component section. Let's just remove it from work. Let's remove it from contacts. And also let's remove it from about. And now let's refresh. As you can see, there is no more. And now let's remove text boxes from this place. So What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click on the page, I press inspect, and I use this little arrow to highlight this section of the code. So as you can see, the class named col-md-7, so we can search it in the code and find it to remove it. So let me open contact. I'm gonna search for col-md-7. So here's the code. And now I'll press Ctrl/ to make it comments. Let's save it and get back to website. I'm gonna hit the refresh, and as you can see, only social links are remained. And now I'm gonna adjust this section to make it come to center. So let's click on inspect, and I'm gonna use the class of this object to make this section comes to center. So let's click on here, and as you can see, there's a class here called section container space text center. I think this will make our text come to center. Let's just test it out. So let's hit the refresh, and as you can see, our text came to center. Also, I want to change the icons. I want to change this to YouTube, and this one gonna be the email, and also this one gonna be my Instagram. So let's change them. Alright guys, finally I did it. This is the YouTube link, and this is my email, and also Instagram. Also, I changed the icons of these three items. I also registered the link into it, so you can have access into my LinkedIn and YouTube and also my Telegram. So now let's get ready for the final part, so we can upload our website into a host so we can have access to it throughout the internet. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the final part, let me just customize our home page. So let's go to the code section. Let's open index. Here's the text, so I'm gonna change it into my name and my family, and also I decided to write them before. So interested in artificial intelligence, and let's just control save and let's get back to our website. And now let's refresh, and yep, hello, I'm Ari Raini and interested in artificial intelligence. Everything is okay, everything is fine. Computer vision, enthusiast. So everything is fine. Let's check out other pages. I'm actually want to remove this section, so when I uploaded good videos, or maybe I uploaded projects on my YouTube channel, I'm gonna post them right here, but for now I have nothing to post here. And also I'm gonna change this picture to my picture also. Let's just do it right now. So if you press Ctrl Shift I, you can use inspect. Let's highlight this section, and profile. The name of image is profile. So I'm going to show you how we can change the picture on the website. I think it's going to be easy. I never done that before, but let's see how it works. So I'm going to open the folder of our project. Let's go to static, because all the images are here, and this is the image that we have. So let's just copy the name. Let's get back. This is my image, so I'm gonna change the name. Guys, am I ugly, guys? Guys, please. Anyways, let's change it. So now I'm gonna cut this image, and let's get back to this place. Actually, I want to delete this image, right? So we delete this and paste our image right here. Let's get back to the site and refresh to see what happens. And yeah, everything is fine, right? I think my picture is too big. I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to change this section. I will change it at the end of the video when we uploaded our website into a host. So I'm gonna show you how we can edit our website when we uploaded it into host. So let's get rid of this section for now, and also let's remove this section. So let's just highlight it to see where is it in the code section. All right, guys, let's search for carousel. So this is the class. Let's copy this section first. What is this div for? Let's comment this out also. Let's comment out this one and also this one. I'm gonna hit the save, and Let's get back to refresh our page, and as you can see, everything is fine. Let's just click on this bottom right here. I also want to remove this bottom, so let's figure it out. My carousel. I should search for my carousel. Right. So these two are the bottoms. Let's save and let's check it out again. Hit the refresh and everything is fine. So I'm gonna change the about me, and also I'm gonna change the works description after we upload the site into the host. So now let's get ready to upload this website into the host so we can have access to it throughout the internet. Alright guys, the first thing you need to know is that you have to create an account in PythonAnywhere.com. This is the website that we're gonna upload our website in it. And so if you doesn't have account in this website, you have to create one. And also you should have a account. You also need to have an account in GitHub. So if it doesn't have a GitHub, just create one right now, and let's get to the business. So in the first step, we have to create a repository in GitHub. All right, let's give it a name. I'm gonna name it my site, and also add a readme file and create repository. So our repository is created. All I have to do is to just upload my site that we worked on into here. So, and now let's open Visual Studio Code, but I also forgot to use this website folder that we created for this project, but never mind, let's just delete it. It's not really necessary. We use this universe anyways. And now let's open Visual Studio Code. Let's get to the terminal. I'm gonna turn off the Flask. So let's write clear CLR CRL. Let's write CLS to clear terminal, and let's write this code git clone and use the HTTPS link that we copied from our GitHub. Let's hit the enter. And you might saw that there is my site folder right here. Let's get back to our universe. And in here, we need static, template, and app, because these three files are the main files that they run our web application. So we are gonna copy them into my site. And now you might ask yourself that what about other files? Well, there is a neat trick in here. Do you guys remember that we create virtual environment? Well, we can use the virtual environment right now. So how we can use it? If we write pip freeze, I think this symbol, I don't know the name. Requirement dot text. Let's add a S also. And if we enter, you can see that there is a requirements file, text file added into our project. So if I open, you can see that all the dependencies that we used in our projects such as Flask is in here. So we can give this file into our host website and we don't need to upload these folders. So now let's get back to this folder and let's copy requirement.txt into site folder, my site, and now, and let's copy this website into desktop right here. Get back to Visual Studio Code. We have to cd to my site. Actually, this my site is the folder that it is in universe folder, right? I don't want to use that, so let's get back. Let's get back again into desktop. And we are in desktop, so let's cd into my site. And as you can see, we are in desktop and in my site folder, which this is the my site folder in desktop, right? So we need to write a code git add dot. And after that, let's write git commit -m. Let's write some sort of message like this is my site. So hit the enter. And after this, we should git push origin master, git push origin main, and this one worked. I think I'm gonna explain soonly why. Let's hit the refresh and boom, everything is on GitHub. And let me explain what happened. We said git push origin and after that we said main. The reason that master didn't work because in here we put this on the main. The branch we are using is main, so you have to check that out. And now I'm gonna tell you, if you're watching this video up until now, you're a cool person, and if you give it a like, you can be badass too. So anyways, let's just copy this HTTP again. And this time, let's get to the business with dashboard, right? In here, we have to open the bash. So let's wait a second and until everything is fine and you can see that $sign right here. Then we should say git clone and that HTTPS link, right? I'm gonna hit the enter and everything is cloning into our console bash. So now if I write ls, I can see that there is my site folder right here, and also there is readme.txt. So let's cd into my site. And now let's ls. As you can see, we have all the files. So let's get back to dashboard. Let me show you something. Let's open the files. And as you can see in this section, we have my site folder right here. If I open, I can see that static and template files are here, and also app and requirements, right? And now it's time to run our web application. So if you look at right here, you can see that there is a web tab. So let's click on this. And also let's click on add a new web app. As you can see, this is my domain name, which is Ari Raini is my account name, right? So after that, it comes with a .pythoneverywhere.com. Your domain name will look like this, right? But if you want to have a custom domain name, you can upgrade your account. It's something you can look into on your own, that if you want to pay or not. But in my case, I'm going to continue with free mode. So I'm going to hit the next. And in here, let's click on manual configuration, and we have to choose our Python version. So if you don't know what is your Python version, it's really easy. Just get to the terminal back. Let's get back to terminal, and in here we have to write Python -- version. And if we hit enter, you can see that Python 3.12.2. So in here we can select 10, and if we hit the next, you face to this page. So in this section, let's click on our website domain, and as you can see, it's not working, and the problem is our Flask app is not installed yet. So let's get back. So let's go then to bottom side, and you can see that there is a source code right here. Let's click on that, and in here you have to put the my site name here. You press enter, and as you can see, it's automatically set it to this directory. So if you named your file something else, or your repository that you created in GitHub was called something else, you have to name this the thing that you named in GitHub. And now let's get back to dashboard. Open Bash. And now it's time to open a website. So I'm gonna go in Google and search for PythonAnywhere. Setting up Flask. So there is a site here, PythonAnywhere help, and we have to open this site. And as you can see, there is a document to let us know how we can install our Flask or setting up our Flask application on PythonAnywhere. So let's just move to bottom. And we can see that it says in the bash console, we have to write this code. So let's copy this and paste it in here. Press enter. So everything looks fine. Let's get to the next line. It says install Flask. So I'm going to copy this. Let's paste it in here and hit the enter. So the next command is this. We don't need to run this command because this command will take us into our virtual environment, but we are already in our virtual environment, so we don't need to run that code. So now let's get back to the Git and let's write ls in here. As you can see, we have our readme and also my site folder here. So if you remember, we had a requirement that text in this folder, right? So it's time to use that requirement folder. So let's get back to the documentation. It says that we can run pip install -r requirements. So I'm gonna copy this and paste it in here. I'm gonna hit the enter, and it's because that I forgot to cd into my sites. Silly me. Let's paste the code again, and so it's given an error. Let's check out what is happening. finally we got that requirement text installed here, and now let's get back to Flask installation. And in here it says we have to go to web tab to install our virtual environment. So let's get back to web. And I know this is kind of confusing. This is one of those things that happen when you do want to configure your website and you have to follow the documentation. So let's get back to the Flask installation, and I'm gonna copy this section. So you have to do it too. Let's get back to where we are right here. I'm gonna paste it in here and hit the, it says this version seems to have the wrong Python version. So should we change this to like 3.6? So I'm gonna hit save. Let's save it again. I'm gonna hit refresh. So everything is look fine right now. And now the last but not least, we have to go into WSGI configuration file. So let's get into it. As you can see, there are a bunch of codes right here, but we don't need them except this section that is Flask. So I'm gonna remove all these codes. And also, so let's just remove this section, and also this section. We need the from section and also these 3 lines. So let's remove this section too. And also we need the import, right? So the first thing we have to do is that we need to change the directory. So we have to change it to my site, right? And now in this section, which is from, we have to write app, because at the beginning of creating our website, if you remember, we created a file called app.py, right? So I'm gonna name this app. Let's hit the save, and let's get back to our website. I'm in this section, so let's reload it. It takes a little bit time. So now let's open our website, and wow, congratulations to you and me and every one of us, right? Because now me and even you and even everyone can have access to my website and can check it out. We created a great looking website and it was really fun, right? Wow, this is my picture right here. Guys, tell me this picture is good or not. Should I remove this? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it up until now, but we are not finished. We have to do one more thing that I promised you. So we need to edit this text right here and also edit this section, right? So how we can do it? I don't even know how to do it, but I'm gonna find out right now. So I guess we have to go to dashboard maybe. If I go to files, I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to yeah, it's the works. So let's get to the works. Let's get work. Yup, we have all the codes right here. So what is the text? The text is, I don't know what is this, but let's search it out. Control F, let's search it. So I found the text right here. That's a little bit weird. I'm gonna go to files. I'm gonna go to templates, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templates. I'm gonna go to my site, and in here I'm gonna go to templa wow, this is the text right here. So let's just remove this. And now I'm gonna paste the text that I come up with it. I think this is, yep, this is the work page. So let's just paste it right here. Hit the Control S. If I get back to my site and refresh, I can see no change, but let's get back to web page. We need to reload the website. So I'm gonna press that. And after that, open the website again. I mean, we don't need to open the website. We have it right here. So let's hit the refresh. And as you can see, that's great. Everything is fine. And now let's change the about me also. So let's do the same thing. Let's get back to templates and about section. And here, let's search for, I don't want to search. I'm going to find it right here. So let's remove this. Actually, let me check it out. So I want to change this section to click. Oops, my bad. And in here, I'm gonna come up with this one. I'm gonna copy it and paste it in here. Let's click on the save. I'm waiting until it gets changed. And let's get back in this section and I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna refresh. Nothing changed because we forgot to reload our website. And now the reload got finished. It took me so long, but let's just click and check it out. And here we go. Everything looks so beautiful right now. Click here to see my resume. So I can link my resume to this section. And as you can see, there is a about me. And it looks amazing. And let's get back to previous page to tell you something important. So guys, there is an important note right here that says this site will be disabled on Thursday 8th of May, right? So there is also a Easter egg on this video, and that is this day, which this day is exactly my birthday. And this is really, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. This is so weird. But anyways, 3 months later, I have to come back to this page and click on this button to run the website again. If I don't do that, then our website is not gonna be accessible on the internet, right? So don't forget to do that. And that's it. And here's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. This was a great project that we got experienced so many things inside of it. We experienced so many things such as working with Python, HTML, and GitHub, Flask, and so on and so forth. I hope you really enjoyed this project, and also I hope you created your own website. I don't know when you are watching this video, but maybe one day you came to this website and you saw so many items right here. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please give me a like on this video. That really helped me. And if you want to learn more, consider to subscribe and stay awesome as you are.